everybody. Thank you so much for joining me on today's live video. This is Whitney Magnuson and I'm live with Unity Stamp Company. I'm so excited. We just released 2 brand new Winnie the Pooh stamps. We have a whole collection, so if you haven't seen our collection of Unity Winnie the Pooh, you have to go check it out. I think there's like 10 of them now and they're all on sale. They are all so adorable. I think Winnie the Pooh is just the cutest for friendship cards and things like that. Oh, I'm just realizing it's a little bit dark, so I'm going to turn on one more light. There we go. Let's see if that helped a little bit. Oh. Alright, so this is one of the 2 new releases. It's called Difficult Days. And this one is by Angie Blum and Lisa Rana. And I absolutely love this. It's just sweet little Piglet and Pooh in a little field of flowers, and it has some adorable sentiments with it. It says, difficult days are so much easier when you have someone there for you, and a friend is one of the nicest things you can have and one of the best things you can be. Sorry, this light is going like haywire or something.
It's the one that Douglas was chewing on.
Oh, man. Alright, well.
I think that was the end of its life.
Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Okay. We have enough lights in this joint. We should be able to figure something out, right?
Yes.
Cool. That might help a little bit. All right. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so this is the card that I made, and we just got these like limited edition tiny little flower sequins in the shop in a variety of colors, and when I saw these I was like, oh my gosh, these are going to be so perfect for shaker cards. And so I'm going to show you guys just a super simple way to make a shaker card. All you need is a piece of acetate and some adhesive, and so I'm using the teal ones in here, but these do come in a variety of colors. So we have orange ones, so cute, pink, and then of course these little teal ones, and these are limited editions, so once they're gone we won't be getting them back in stock. They're actually discontinued from our supplier, but I just thought they were so darn cute that we had to have them in the shop and get them to you guys because my goodness, so great for summertime shakers. And then the other arrival for sequins that I absolutely loved and had to have was the bigger version of these flowers. And so I thought these would be really great just simply adhered on a card for an embellishment or as a shaker as well. So we have orange, pink, and kind of an irisy purple for this one. So check that out, limited quantity on those. But today we're going to use these cute little teal ones. I just cannot get enough of them. Alright, so here is the card. We got Piglet and Pooh, all Copic colored up. I actually went to the Hobby Lobby and got a couple more colors of yellow because my yellows were like slim pickings. So I am going to be using alcohol markers today, but you can use your favorite coloring medium for Winnie the Pooh. But if you do have alcohol markers, I will share with you the colors that I have found kind of give me the perfect Pooh Bear vibe. So we're using Difficult Days. I went ahead and I die cut out my panels ahead of time, so I'm using our scallop and rectangle stitched die set. So this is a nesting die set, so it comes with a big and a small and then 2 more. So it's like essential. I use this die all the time. If you're looking for like a go-to stitch die, really recommend this. I love the tiny little scallops. So yes, we're going to use this for our stamping panel, and I'm just using a smooth white cardstock. So this is our Sweet Tooth cardstock from our collection, and it is the 100-pound cardstock. We have 142, but that one I don't recommend for coloring on. That one I think is more for making card bases or die cutting if you want like extra layers, something like that. This 100-pound cardstock is really great for Copic coloring. All right, so we are going to take Difficult Days and we're going to stamp it on our little panel that I already have die cut out. Here's that stamp. Yours will be perfectly cut out. This is pretty perfect, but it's actually hand cut because our power went out, and so Nick had to hand cut this one for me. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and place that down on the corner. I actually think that might do a shadow right there.
This one does?
Like from that angle, like it has to be in the front or it does a shadow. Sorry, to
No,
be
you're fine.
picky. All right, so since I'm doing a Copic marker coloring, I'm going to be using a ink that works with that. And so for me, that is the Ink on 3 hybrid ink. I really like this one. I usually use Gina K Amalgam, but I'm out of that right now, so I'm gonna use this, and I like it just as well. Cute, cute. All right. So nope, we do not have a sale on our dyes right now. Our dyes we put at like the lowest price that we can go. So I know, like, you know, a lot of places dyes can be up to like $24.99. We're just gonna go, we're gonna be like super straightforward with our dyes. Like the price that they are, that's what they're always going to be, except for our birthday sale or something like that. Otherwise, they're always going to be like that, and even at our birthday sale, it's just going to be maybe 50 cents off or something. So, like this nesting die set, I think is $14.99, and that's a really good value. So you can shop our dyes with confidence, knowing you're getting the best price, and they're really good quality too. Like I promise, you're going to love the dyes. Like they're just such great quality. They come already detabbed and everything, so you don't have to sit and mess with detabbing all the different layers. They come to you ready to use, and you're going to have them forever and love them. So, all right, we're going to start with Pooh Bear. So for my Pooh Bear colors, I'm going to do Y11 for my lightest. My mid-tone's going to be Y15, and then my darkest is Y17. And so something I've learned with Copic markers is I'm not super patient, and it's all about trusting the process. So it's going to look a little freaky, and then we're just going to work through it, and it's going to look cute. So if you're like me, there's a little tip. So we're just going to start with our lightest, which would be Y11 pale yellow. And we are just going to start by kind of putting a layer of this down. And I kind of feel like this would be darker. And you can just kind of add pigment where you think the darkest parts would be. So I'm just adding this light color, and then we'll kind of go in and add our dark and our mid. Like under the arm, I feel like he'd be a little bit darker. Kind of right there. All right, so this light one I feel like is just kind of a little layer, so it gets blending. I don't know. It ended up, the result was cute, so I'm just going to try to replicate it. So now I'm going to go in with Y15. This is my mid-tone. And I'm going to go just kind of over where I went. Laying down this color.
I still can't believe the price of these markers.
Oh, I know. We were in Hobby Lobby picking these up, and they're under lock and key, so we had to ask somebody to like come over and get them for us. And I think they were like $10 or something, like a marker. And the employee helping us said that, yeah, they're under lock and key because somebody in another store just picked up the whole case of them and walked out. So, all right, so now I'm going to go in with the darkest and kind of go over that once more. And this is just kind of getting my initial shadowing down, and then we'll kind of go in with the colors again and blend out. So like I said, just trust the process. Like right now, this Pooh Bear looks real sketchy, but he's gonna look cute. Trust. All right, so now I'm just gonna kind of go in with my lightest tone and just kind of blend, blend, blend.
That's the first color you used?
Yep. And I'm going over those tones that I did. And I like to go in like circle motions just because I feel like I get the best blend when I do that. And we're just gonna go over this several times till we're happy with the effect, because it does take a little bit to get that blended effect that is smooth with Copics. All right, now I'm gonna go in with that Y15, the mid-tone again, and just kind of lay down my pigment again. I'm gonna go a little bit closer into the center with this mid-tone this time, so a little bit wider.
That's amazing. I can't believe how well those blend.
Yep. And then I'm just doing this just on the edges, again, just the darkest one. Just kind of repeating the process we just did. Laying this down just in the places I want to be dark. All right, so then we're gonna go back in with that light tone one more time. And we're going to just do a blend, blend, blend in circle motions. So see on the head already, it's really blending out and looking cute.
Hi, Jima.
Hi, Gma. All right, so, I mean, that looks pretty cute, right? Started out sketchy, and now he looks cute. So as it dries, it's gonna blend even more so together and give like a smoother look, but I'm really happy with how that turned out. So the colors that I used, like my perfect Pooh Bear recipe, would be Y11, Y15, and Y17. And I actually saw Crystal Minkler, she used Y11 and Y15 together to create this kind of look. And so you can check out her video too, but I kind of took her lead on those colors and it worked out perfectly. So perfect Pooh Bear colors, there you go. All right, so now let's move on to Piglet. So we're gonna do just kind of some light pinks. I'm just testing my markers over here to see what I got going on. So I'm going in with R20 for his head and arms.
Could you tell me the Pooh colors again?
Y11, Y15, and Y17. All right, now I am gonna actually color. Okay, so I saw somebody called this a sweater, that Piglet is wearing a sweater. I didn't know that, I thought it was his body.
I always thought that was his body too.
So apparently it's a sweater. So now I'm just going in with just a slightly darker pink. This is RV52 Cotton Candy, kind of on the edges of his sweater, now that I know that it's not his body. But I guess pigs don't really have stripy bodies, so you guys just bear with me. All right, so there's my recipe for Piglet, which would be RV52 and R20. All right, let's go ahead and do some butterfly coloring. I'm just going to keep the butterflies pretty simple. It's kind of a turquoisey color. And then I'm going to go in with that Y11 I used for Pooh Bear for like the bods. Very cute, right? Oh gosh, look at this, you guys. Craft for props. Okay, so I didn't want to take out like a whole bunch of Copic colors to do the flowers, and so I'm just going to kind of utilize what I have out that I've used for Piglet and Pooh, and that way it all kind of coordinates too. So I'm just going to take and make some light colored yellow ones. And then we'll do some pinks. I didn't want to be bothered with like trying to color around those florals, so I just colored them on them. All right, we'll go in and color our centers. So I am loving this brand new stamp, and if you are too, go check out the whole Pooh Bear collection while they're on sale. This is like perfect for summertime crafting, and I just love the sentiments that come with them. They're so sweet. So YG03 I'm gonna do for like the blades of grass and the leaves on the flowers. Just kind of going right over the sketching that Angie has put there. Right. Now I'll go in with a little bit of a lighter green. This is like my favorite Copic green, YG11. Miganet. I don't know how you say it, but I like it. And I'm just gonna kind of go along the bottom with this, like sketchy lines. And kind of up here because that's where the feet are. All right, so I'm gonna do a little bit of ink blending to do like the sky effect. So we're gonna grab my blue ink blender and then Sea Glass ink. This is by Gina K. Ink this up, and we're just gonna go around the edges and kind of pull it in a little bit to add the cute sky effect. I'll show you my first card too. I actually took some Copics and did a little bit of sketching around the image with some light blue colors, but my blues are a little dry and I just didn't like the effect. So I tried to cover it up with some ink blending. And you can just kind of repeat until you're happy with your sky, but I'm happy with that. I think it looks real cute. Yes, the cloud and wave stencil would be absolutely perfect for this. You could do a little bit of masking for Pooh and Piglet and do that. That would be so, so cute. All right, so now for our sentiment, we are going to stamp out our sentiment just on a plain sheet of white cardstock, and I'm going to use the one that says, "A friend is one of the nicest things you can have and one of the best things you can be," because I think that's just so cute. I love that sentiment. Yes, a cloud and wave stencil is one of my essentials too, Sue. I love it. It is something I pull out a lot in my card making. All right, so we're just gonna cut this out with a scissors. You can use your paper cutter if you want, but I'm just gonna use my scissors into a little square just around it. And then one of the things I like to do to kind of fake if I didn't get it completely straight is take the edge of my scissors and just kind of rough up the edges. This also, like, we're going to do a little bit of ink blending around the edges of this so it matches the sky, and this little detail picks up some of the ink, and I just really like the look of that. All right, get that going on. We're going to take this ink blending tool. It already has sea glass on there. And we'll just go right around here. Trying to kind of stay on the edges mostly. See what I'm saying? Like how it catches the distressed edging. I think that's really fun and cute. Alright, so we have all of our stamped elements going on. I really love the way that Piglet and Pooh turned out. So cute. I really do think that Copic recipe is like the perfect colors for him. Alright, so I'm going to grab a piece of acetate. I already have mine cut to the size of an A2. We do have some acetate in our shop if you don't have any. We sell it in sheets, and so this is how we're going to do our little easy shaker part. So this is just slightly bigger than my die cut panel, so this is going to be perfect. You want something that's going to be big enough where it can fold over, because this is going to be kind of a pocket shaker effect. So what we're going to do is we're going to just set our panel that we did on the acetate. We're going to just hold it in place where we want it. Then we are going to grab our scissors and cut off the acetate corners. This is just going to make it easier for us to fold the acetate over, and you don't have like any bulkiness.
Do we still have any of the pocket shaker?
Nope, we're out of stock. We do have the ones that are pre-made from Tonic, but we only have them in slimline right now. But I am stocking them every time I go place an order for wholesale to see if they have them in stock. But they're just so popular, so... Alright, so then I'm going to use our tearable tape, and this is like a 1/4 inch flat adhesive, and we're just going to go along the bottom and put our adhesive there. Alright, so just make sure your 2 corners are on the edge where you cut off, that they're touching that edge, and we're just going to pull that adhesive off, and then we're going to take our acetate and fold it over on top of that adhesive. Like so. To make that fold like more permanent, I just take my little bone folder and go over the top, and this is going to kind of help it sit a little flatter and really get that fold in place. So this is what we're working with now. Alright.
Sue's wondering if you've ever used clear envelopes for shakers, because that's an easy shaker too.
I have not. I haven't seen clear envelopes. I should go Google that. That sounds awesome. I saw on TikTok somebody had made a card, and they put a thing in it where like when you press the button or something, it starts talking. Like you can do like a recorded message on there, and I think it was a Father's Day card, so it's just like dad, 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 dad. And I guess this thing just keeps going and going for like days. And then if you try to disassemble the card to like take the batteries out of it, it's filled with glitter, and all this glitter comes out. Alright, so all I did there was same process. I went ahead, I took my flat adhesive over the edge. We're going to lay that down. And then we're just going to fold this over. Like so. We'll take our bone folder and just kind of lock in that pocket. So this is what it's looking like right now. So all we need to do now is put our little shaker supplies in there. So I'm going to be using, like I said earlier in the video, we got these limited edition teeny tiny little flowers, and I love these. So I'm using the turquoise ones, but we do have pink and orange as well. And I'm just going to pour a little bit of these in there.
Is that the size bag they get?
Yep.
Wow, that's a big one.
Yep, this is how many you get. Alright, so you just pour to your heart's desire, and that's my heart's desire. Alright, so now we can seal this up. So we are just going to take that final edge, put our flat adhesive down, peel off the backing, and then we are going to just fold over that acetate. And then last step here is just the bone folder to really get that fold nice. You can kind of go over your other edges a little bit if you want, but alright, so this is what we're looking at. How cute is that? I love how they just kind of sit down there too. So fun and cute. I love it. All right, let's go ahead and adhere our sentiment. I thought this would be really fun on the outside of the acetate. So we're going to take that same tape. I don't know, I'm really loving this tape lately. It is in our shop. I know we have a few left. I need to order more because all of you have been loving it as much as I do. A lot of the cards I make, they like go into a tote, and so they sit for a while, you know, sometimes before I give them to people. And so it's important to me that they're not like coming apart or like getting saggy or something in there. And so I like a really nice strong adhesive, and this does well. It holds up really well. All right, so that is just on there, and now we are going to go ahead and adhere this to our white scallop cut panel. And again, I used our scallop and rectangle nesting die set. It is my absolute favorite. I don't know of the last time I didn't use it to make a card, just because it is one of my favorite crafting items. All right. I'm just making sure that this is all kind of stuck down in place. Yes, Melissa, if you missed the first half, you can go ahead and check that out on replay once I'm done with the video, and you can see how we colored up Piglet and Pooh and did this fun, easy shaker. All right, so I am just putting this down in place. Like, you guys, how cute is that? It's adorable. I love this. So this I'll probably put on a white or craft card base, but I absolutely love the little bit of action that is there with the shaker element, and I think this is a really fun shaker card. Like, it's gonna brighten somebody's day when I send it to them. So this one I just did ink blending around the edges, but you can also take just some different, I did like B00 and BG01 kind of around and sketched it, but I didn't like the look because mine are a little bit dry. So I think I do like the look of the ink blending just a little bit better, but there's just another option. If you have some of those lighter blue tones, you can do some sketching around the edges, and you can see on our YouTube channel too, you need to check out Crystal Minkler's video doing a really cute mini slimline card with the same stamp set, and you check out her coloring tips and tricks as well, because she is like an expert at Copic coloring. Mine is very simple, but she shares just some really great tips and tricks for getting a fun blend, and I love how she created the mini slimline. So check that out as well for some more inspiration using this stamp set. We have one more Winnie the Pooh that was just released last week as well, alongside a couple of other sets. So we have 5 new arrivals that are all on sale. We have over 400 stamp sets on sale right now, up to 55% off, and tons of stamps are only $3.99. So it's a really good opportunity to kind of build your stash for the summer. Like, it is hot as heck out right now, and all I want to do is sit in my air conditioning and make cards. Like, can anybody else relate? So stock up, get your favorite crafty supplies, dies that are back in stock. We have our awesome DeFleur layering stencil and stamp bundle back in stock. Just lots of fun to be had and amazing freebies. And this is only going to go through Thursday midnight, because we all know, you know, Father's Day is coming up, and us women have to try to make Father's Day magical for the men in our lives. So I know not a lot of shopping usually happens that weekend. So thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and I hope that I will be back tomorrow. I want to use our new DeFleur layering stamp and stencil with some new ink colors that we got in that I know you guys are going to love. So stay tuned for that. I will announce a time on the Unity Show and Tell when I'm able to do that tomorrow. All right, we will see you guys again really soon. Bye, everybody.